million, where I have to carry the big green box. Yeah? So today we're going to continue to study about numbers. And this time we are going to talk about number based on the family. This is what I call the infinity strip. Remember the Toy Story? There's a captain, who's that captain that always say infinity and beyond? Ya, dia tahu. So we are going to look at number and how it keeps progressing all the way to infinity. Now, you remember that in Montessori, we always started with the smallest number, and it usually represented by the green color. Do you know what we call that? Unit. So the first family in infinity strip is what we call a unit house. And inside the unit, they have unit, they have 10, and they have hundreds. And for that, we call this house a unit house. And then the house getting bigger, just like the number getting bigger. The next one, what do you call a number after 100? Thousand. Now, inside the thousand house, they have this 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000. And this is why it's called 1,000 house. Okay. The next one, what comes after 100,000? Million. Yeah. So inside the million house, we have million, we have 10 million, and we have 100 million. So this is for a million. Now what comes after million? Billion. Okay. So inside the billion house, billion, 10 billion, and what do you think comes after billion? Trillion. Very good. Where did you learn that? Because my dad is rich man and he's, so inside the trillion house, we have trillion, 10 trillion, and then 100. Can you guess now what comes after 100 trillion? This is a big part. Some of you might, who learn from Duolingo about Spanish, you might have heard this one. Or somebody who study about Italian language, you might, it might sound familiar. Yeah, the Spanish say, uno, duo, trio, cuatro. So, after trillion, we call it quadrillion. It's coming from the word quad. So in quadro house, again, they have quadrillion, 10 quadrillion, and then 100. Okay? Right. Now the next one. Do, qua, cat. I'm trying to think. Maybe. Okay. It has been excited about. But in Latin and in I think in Spanish, in French, and also in Italian, the one is called instead of saying, because if you look at it, million is 1, billion is 2, trillion is 3, quadrillion is 4, quintillion is 5. So what is 6? What is next?
6.
But in number, instead of saying 6 billion, we say sextillion. Because some language do say sex as a 6. Yeah? So inside there is a sextillion, 10 sextillion, and 100. Okay, and I'm going to stop at this because I'm running out of the paper and the fabric. But you could continue and find out what is the number after sextillion. Yeah? And then once you find out about that, please let us know. Now, when it comes to a number, don't forget, between each number, we must put the comma. Now, this is a giant comma that I have. Okay?
Giant comma.
So, put a comma between the houses because it kind of tells us that they are separated by a different house. And on to infinity and beyond. Okay? Now, you might ask, why do we need to learn so many numbers? Well, like I told you earlier, when you're in elementary, you are going to do a great work. And some of the works that you are going to do will involve numbers that is beyond million, beyond. Okay? For example, if we're talking about the distance from the sun to the planet in Neptune, you're not just talking about 1,000. You're talking not just about million, but more than that. And for that, you will need to know the number. So this is just an introduction for you. And for that, for your follow-up, you have choice. You can either come up with the number after sextillion, or you can quiz each other with a number. You can write them down, and then you're going to ask your friend to say it out loud. Or you might write down the number, okay, and then ask them to figure out which number it belongs to. Okay, so that's some of the things that you do.